Hello YouTube, happy new year and happy holidays. It's Mike Honora from Empire Trading, as you all know, and today's video is just our technical Thursday. So last year I made a video on technical Thursday when I said I was going to be dropping it every Thursday, but I was unable to do that because of the workload I had on me last year, right? But this year I made it my top priority to be bringing out these videos every Thursday, where I will recap the trades we were taking from Monday to Thursday and opportunities that could have been seen that were seen from Monday to Thursday, and also trade setups that we can forecast before the week runs out, and share free educational tips in the video as well. So subscribe, stay tuned, turn on post notifications, because every Thursday I'll be dropping down these contents, right? So without further ado, let's just head straight to it. So yes, if you guys are wondering why you're seeing only 3 pairs here, is that okay, I decided that this year I'm going to be trading only 2 pairs, EURUSD and GBPAUD, right? I was doing this stuff last year, but I don't know why I just backslided and started adding other pollutants that I call pairs to just spoil my records and spoil my history. So this content is just basically for EURUSD and GBPAUD. Then DXY, I don't trade DXY, I just use it to ratio my EURUSD trades or charts sometimes, right? So now let's get straight to it. This is EURUSD. I have been in this position since yesterday. The entry, I'll drop it, look at the entry there. When I entered the position and when it's actually floated, right? But I didn't put my SL to break even, I just allowed it play out. But new year, new EURUSD, market is still ranging, market is not dropping that massive move anymore. So I'm currently like in a losing position right now, but I closed partials. I closed like half of the position when it came back here because of the range and everything. So that's EURUSD sell that entered yesterday, right? So let's just talk about how this whole week has been. So as this week opened, let's say back to Monday had, before that, in my previous video, check out my video when I talked about how I wanted EURUSD to go bullish and how I wanted DXY also to end the year very, very bearish. Like on DXY, like the monthly time frame, when I said I wanted it to end very bearish, you can see how price actually did close very bearish and the year ended bearish, right? So this was what I was saying in essence. I wanted price to like come down to this region, then retest, then have this long back up. Yes, EURUSD is still weak because the dollar is still strong. I saw in a tweet from investing.com that the Fed has no plan of cutting rates this year, so they are not cutting any rate, they will keep hiking rates. So maybe this year might just be a continuation of what 2022 had even started. So DXY, that's dollar index, falling back to this key zone or this key level here, it's something that it's so possible, right, to trade from, right? So this is what I had back then. So EURUSD now has moved to that region, right? If you notice in EURUSD is on a key monthly level, right? But if we move down to the weekly time frame, you can see where EURUSD is reacting from. I had this psychological number as 1.70 or 1.740, right? If I take it to the closest psychological number, I think it's 1.74. yes, price is actually reacting from 1.74 region, right? 1.74 region, you can see, yes, price reacting from there. So bearish EURUSD is something that I'm seeing for January. Bearish EURUSD. So but how can we join these trades, right? On Monday I wanted price to actually come back down to this supply to this demand area, then have a long opportunity before this short. But unfortunately that long position was valid it hit me on break even. The screenshots here, you can also see it. It hit me on break even. I had to just wake up and like, wow, look how everything is just flushing to the downside, because the volume to the downside was very massive. So I had this long opportunity around this region here where I spotted out in my 4-hour region. So I had a long opportunity around here. So when I entered this position, you can see a buy position from here. There's a buy position here where market moved 1-to-1. Then I had to lock up my position because it was also the Asian session. I didn't want any story, so thank God I had my SLR break even, so it hit me out on break even, right? So that was the first trade opportunity for Euro USD. But what I really wanted Euro USD or Euro dollar to do was to come back to this region. Then we just see this short, but it was unable to do that. Rather, it just fell from the cliff. Right now, currently selling Euro USD. You can join my free Discord community to know when I enter these positions and close this position. I just started posting in my Discord community today when I saw pound OZ. So the link will be down in the description box below. Just join, well, you know when I enter these positions as well. So Euro USD, this is the mess Euro USD is actually giving me right now. Ranging markets, we're back to ranging markets, but I won't blame the markets. It's just the first week of the year for the market, so I don't expect much, and also too, don't expect much. Just risk the ones you think you can risk and be very, very minimalistic with your risk. Don't risk a lot in this first week. So currently running in a loss, right, in Euro USD, because it actually floated like a very nice 1, 2, 3. Yes, I will drop the screenshot there, 1 to 3. But I had it was moved by there was news released by 3 or 4 p.m. my time, so that was what helps it move. But price is still dancing around my region right now. But we are just 0. We just have 50% of our position right now in Euro USD, so we just have to wait for this to play out. If it doesn't play out, fine, it hits also on else and we'll move on. So, but by the way, I'm not only in Euro USD, I'm in GP and pound OZ, GBPAUD as well, so I have that also covered in case this one doesn't go well. So now this is the position for Euro USD. So what should we be looking at now? The general bias for Euro USD. As I said, I want to also, Euro USD should be bearish for this month. So how can we join this sell? Not in case this level doesn't work out, because okay, let me explain why I also entered that position, right? Let me break this down why I entered that position. So that position, it was a clear break and retest position. I had this sell up, I had this daily level demand area here where price cleanly closed below, right, and it came back to that region, right? So that's what I just did entirely. So it came back to my 4-hour time frame and plotted out, and I plotted out this nice demand band here. So if you added to my confluence, I had to draw my Fibonacci, and you're seeing that's around the 0.618 region, right, retracement. So that was like, this whole buy here was a retracement I was expecting. So I saw based on the continuation of the volume. But right now Euro USD was looking very, very slow. It's looking very, very slow. So I entered after this engulfing here on the 1 hour after this engulfing. So I entered on the next pullback, held my stop loss above that high right now, yes, around that high. So I had it just soon 3 risk to reward ratio. So that's just the position I had on Euro USD. Simply, very simple. I don't make my strategy very, very, very hard to understand. It's very simple. So that's what I had on Euro USD. So what should you be expecting in case this level doesn't hold in place, or just hold on this whole range, as we can see here, this whole range? In case it doesn't hold up, we could just see price breaking above here and retesting this region that it's refusing to respect, right? Then we could see price traveling above, then we can have a continuation of sales, right? But right now, from our weekly zone and from our weekly price action, we can see that Euro USD is bearish already. If this week closes in a very bearish sense, then next week should be bearish, right? Because it's just normal price action, normal price action. So I have that in the back of my hands that I want to see a very bearish Euro USD for the upcoming weeks, right? So I will just keep on looking for sales opportunity, but if I see a buy opportunity, I will take it as well. So currently running Euro USD sells right now. So let's go to GBPAUD and have a dissect of what we have now. GBPAUD has been very interesting. Before the year closed, GBPAUD started falling from a cliff, right? But before that cliff, there was a lot of range around there. You could see lots of range here, first range, second range before the fall, right? And that's why I like the pair. If it wants to move, it moves, right? And we just have to be patient with this. So after the fall, you notice as the year began, it continued falling. There was no bullish pressure to or bullish volume to actually even correct this whole downward move. So from all these things we are seeing that GBPAUD is very bearish, right? Has been very bearish. On Monday we had opportunities of taking sales, right? But I didn't take the sales on Monday because I felt it was too early to be trading, right? So let me just break this down for those that don't understand. So GBPAUD, that's pound Aussie, started falling from here. You can see how bearish it has become for the past few days, or the past days rather. So this first level was the target, this first region here was the first target I had on GBPAUD. But see how it just cleaned and see how it just closed below that low. See how it closed below that low. Where's my highlighter? So I knew that the bearish pressure was still much, so I had to look for a continuation of the sales. So on Monday gave us nice entry opportunities. Like on Monday it gave us nice entry and bearish opportunities like this. Now this was the first one, this first supply area here. But unfortunately price didn't trade back to that supply, right? It didn't trade back to that supply, so this position was not even caught at all, but rather we had to allow price do its thing before we just saw another opportunity of entering GBPAUD sales again as well. So this was the second supply I saw. Then I had to box this whole region out, my daily level and everything. You can see the first drive, second drive, third drive. So GBPAUD is a pair that most times it starts to move by from Asian session. Sorry, it starts to move by Asian session. What I'm saying, so it started to move by Asian session and the flush down to this overall target, right? This over as it hit this target, the pullback is what we're looking for. Pullback to previous supply or demand areas, then we can have a continuation. Then that's just normal fib retracement or any retracement at all. Then if you take out your fib from this region to this region here, you can see that that's the 6.18 region, or the golden zone. You can call it anything you can call it at all, but it's around that retracement level, right? So if you have from coming up to the 30 minutes was where I had my entry opportunity. So I entered this position quite early. I entered it like by 6 o'clock, right? So I had this engulfing here. This engulfing was my whole trigger sign. So after I saw this engulfing, I entered on the pullback. So this is my first target on GBPAUD, right? GBPAUD can end up doing two things. So you can end up coming down here and finding another long opportunity above here, respect here again before it break, right? Because if you want to see a change in direction, we have to see some consolidation before that change in direction most times in this kind of pair. So we have this whole trading range. So this is a trading range where we can actually just take buy and sell opportunities. At least this 160 pips trading range, at least we can just squeeze out some money from this whole trading range, right? From this whole region here. So this is what we have on GBPAUD. So right, this is Thursday. It's Thursday to play out Thursday London session currently. So if Thursday plays out, pulling back price to this region where it started buying from, then we can have a continuation of the buy, right? In that whole trading range, right? So from here, you can see from here, yeah, we can have this whole buy sell thing. So buy sell, then a breakout, right? So we have to just capitalize on current market structure and market range at the moment. So this is Thursday, and I've taken only 2 positions. No, I've taken 3 positions. Thursday, 2 euro USD. One was a break even. One is currently running in a loss right now. One is currently running in a loss, which I don't even know how it will turn out in the long run. But maybe it might sell, maybe it might not sell, but I'll still keep you guys updated. Join the Discord community. Maybe in the next technical Thursday, I'll tell you guys how this whole trade ended up and how that week went for me, right? So I have Euro USD running and GBPAUD running. So those are the 2 positions I entered. My free Discord community, I had this trade already in short for short pound Aussie, right? I had this position, so you can join here and you have these updates as well. So let's call it an end, right? See you in the next episode.